Hi everyone, I am Angela Cruz with Smokey Hill Designs, and today we are going to talk about one of my favorite things in the whole world, and that is glitter. I want to show you some of my favorite patterns on our glitter core, and I want to talk to you a little bit about the options. So this summer, I think, when we had our Smoke Fest tour, I think our glitter acrylic is the reason probably dozens of CO2 lasers were purchased. So the glitter is not diode friendly, but I can't tell you how many customers came up and said, this is so much more beautiful in person than I imagined. I have to get a CO2. In fact, one customer even, back in the olden days, people would put their bathing suit up for the summer, they wanted to fit in by summertime, and they would dye it and stare at this bathing suit. Somebody was doing that with the glitter sheets. Like, she bought glitter sheets to sit them on a shelf in her shop and look at them and try to save money to get that CO2 laser so she could cut them. So do not underestimate how beautiful these are. So let me show you some of the different options. The two ways that, besides just raw glitter acrylic, which we have in I believe 9 different colors, you can order any of our scattered patterns on that glitter core, which would mean that the pattern is on here, but the scattered patterns have gaps or breaks in the pattern where that glitter will show through. We also offer a silver glitter core in the transparent patterns, and I have this little pieces here. We are not able to offer these. I'm sorry, these are for around the shop for us with testing and things like that. But we offer our transparent patterns over the silver glitter, and you can see that it just causes like a glittery sheen through that. So let me show you some examples and give you a little tips and pointers on these. So for the scattered patterns are available on all 9 different colors of glitter, and they are all going to be 2-sided on there. So here's that 90s trio on the teal glitter. So you can see we have lots of duos and trios if you want to try different things without having to get many different sheets. This is a great way to do it, and they are all going to be 2-sided on that glitter. The most common thing that's being made with the glitter is obviously earrings. So my earrings are the rainbow gradient skulls on the silver glitter. That's going to be your #1 thing. But we also have, here's one of Gage, shout out Gage. Here's one of Gage's spinners. So this could be, you could put this spinning outside, or you could put this on a tree. You could shrink it up for an ornament. So you can see the spinners, anything with movement, fantastic with the glitter. Like, I kept trying to show people this summer on the road that when this glitter, if you have a bunch of earrings cut with this glitter, or the ornaments, and you're doing like an outdoor craft show or even an indoor, because the lighting hits these things beautifully, if there's any movement on it, people are gonna see your booth from far away and say, what is that? I wanna see whatever's over there sparkling, because it looks so good. So we've got the spinners. Here's another one. I broke it. Sorry, Gage. I broke it, but here's that transparent over the silver glitter with a butterfly, and this was part of a spinner before I dropped the box. But you can see different options, but most commonly it's going to be jewelry, ornaments. Victor has a wonderful handbag that he made with glitter, and I have a sheet of that here. He used this transparent pattern over the glitter. So you can see lots of different options in terms of what you can make with it. But you can see here's the scattered baseballs on the red glitter core. So think about your teams, think about the moms that are going to be there supporting, the sisters, even the players, what sorts of things they can wear and attract attention with that glitter, as opposed to just a regular, instead of just a regular red core, you add that red glitter. It looks fantastic. So you can see here's the cherry blossoms on the gold. I want to show you some of the different glitter colors we have. Here's that beach confetti on the teal. I majorly underestimated this summer y'all's love of the color purple. We could not keep purple glitter in stock. So pretty. Let's see. And I wanted to show you a couple of examples of the same pattern on different glitters, just to show you just how different they look. So here's those daisies on the purple and the teal. We brought daisies on every single glitter color this summer, and some of you purchased every single color, and not a problem because you'll make a whole set and everything's gonna look different and beautiful. Here's that black leopard with sort of the peekaboo of the glitter. You can see it, look at how crazy, how beautiful this is. The blue peeking through, the silver glitter, and the red glitter peeking through. You can see that here. I've got, this is one of my #1 favorites. It's that micro floral on the purple glitter. And remember, with any of the scattered, the bigger look at the pattern. Yeah, the more space that's between the pattern elements, the more of that glitter you're going to see. So you can see here, you can see a lot more glitter poking through than this one. Now this is beautiful in person and it really does sparkle, but keep in mind, if you want to see a lot of glitter, you're going to want to pick those patterns where there is quite a bit of spacing between the pattern elements to reveal that core. Something to think about when you look at those scattered patterns as well, if you're trying to pick what glitter color will look best, just sort of imagine a background on that pattern. So this is the snails and mushrooms. If you picture that like with a green sort of background, since it's very naturey, looks great on the green glitter core. The swirls are some of my favorites on the glitter. So here's that patriotic swirls. Could not keep this in stock in Buffalo for all the Bills fans. And then here's another. Here's the spaced rainbow stripes on the silver glitter. Look how pretty. And then the last one I have here in scattered, this is the red, white, and blue confetti stars on the red glitter. Very, very popular for the 4th of July with, if you're watching this when I release it with election season coming, those are going to be really popular. You're going to wear them to the polls, things like that. So don't forget about those patriotic patterns this time of year in an election year. We also have, so those were the scattered, we also have the transparent patterns on the silver only glitter core, because that silver is the one that's going to be the most bright shining through the pattern, as opposed to those scattered. Since they have gaps in the pattern, it doesn't really matter. You can choose a colored glitter and you're still going to see that color. With the transparent, you might not if it's a darker glitter. So I'll show you what I mean. So here's the first one that I'm going to show you, but we have hundreds on the site. This is the pastel stained glass, and I wanted to show you a little trick. If you are, the sheets are, this is a more premium core. This is a more expensive core than your traditional just plain acrylic. So if you are nervous about taking the risk of spending the money on it, something that you can do is, if you have plain glitter at home and you have a sheet of transparent flex, if you lay that over the glitter, it really gives you a pretty good sense of what that's going to look like. It's a really fun trick so that you can see, oh, am I gonna like it on that? If you like it laid over it like that, odds are you're gonna like it if you just order it straight on that core. But I do want to note that there are some patterns, I put some here, the darker the pattern, the less you're going to see the glittery effect. So for example, where's that really dark one I put here? Here it is. This right here is the Micro Northern Lights watercolor on the glitter. Very, very hard to see the glitter. So look at those transparent patterns. If they're very dark, it's going to be harder to see that glitter through it. So I've got some really good ones here that show if there's a lot of clear within the pattern or light colors, you're going to see that glitter better. So you can see here, there's that, I believe it's called Abstract Patriotic. You can see through the blue, you don't see all that much, but in those areas where it was clear, you can certainly see the glitter through that. Here's the hydrangeas. It's a little bit darker, but you can still see that glittery effect. Now, whether these engrave well, that's up for debate. So yes, you can engrave on these transparent ones, but I will warn you that when you engrave on the glitter, it's sort of, it becomes almost like a gray. It's like when you engrave on clear acrylic and it gets kind of frosty looking, you get that same effect on the glitter core. So if you're expecting to engrave and see this sparkly glitter where your engrave is, it's not gonna happen, or at least I can't get it to happen. If you have any pointers, please let me know. That would be fantastic to know. But it always sort of hazes it a little bit and you lose that glitteriness. Now, certainly you can engrave on it and it'll reveal more of a silver color, but it might not be as sparkly as you were hoping for it to be. Here's, oh, look at the patriotic swirls. Woo! Beautiful. We've got all your holidays. This is just a really fun way to take any of your stained glass ones and just add a little bit something extra. I've even got, oh, the patriotic ones look fantastic because they do have that white spot. Look at Maryland flag, regular flag. And I want to show you the difference between, oh, I've got a couple more, hang on. Here's your rainbow stripes. You can see that glitter through there. Look at the candy cane, the green and red candy cane. Look at that. So again, these are the transparent ones. But I want to show you, you'll notice that some of our scattered patterns are also offered transparent. And I want to show you what that would look like differently. So for example, here is your beachy swirls, not squirrels, beachy swirls scattered on that silver glitter acrylic. And you can see the silver peeking through there. But the swirls themselves, because they are scattered, are opaque. So you cannot see any glitter through the swirls, only around the swirls. On the flip side, if you order that same pattern, beachy swirls, but you order the transparent version, you can see through the swirls and see the glitter. So here's the scattered where you can't see through the swirls, and then here is the transparent where you can see through them. And I will tell you some of my all-time favorite ones that we've ever done on the glitter core and transparent are those transparent swirls. I think they look so good. Here's another example. Here's the scattered mermaid swirls on that silver glitter. You can see the silver glitter peeking through in between, but you can't see any glitter through the swirls themselves in the scattered version. If you order it transparent, you can see through the swirls themselves and see the glitter peeking through. So just keep that in mind when you're choosing your patterns, because there are certainly some good ones out there. So the big take home, number one, the glitter core cannot be cut with a diode. This is CO2 lasers only. The glitter core is offered on all scattered patterns as well as the transparent patterns. For scattered, make sure that you look at the pattern and the density of the pattern itself. So the more spacing between the pattern elements, the more glitter you're going to see. If it's very, very tight, you won't see as much glitter. You also, with the scattered patterns, do not see glitter through the pattern elements themselves. If you purchase transparent, when you're trying to choose, make sure you look at the colors in the transparent. Darker ones are going to be a little bit dark. Lighter patterns, ones with some pastels, anything where you see any sorts of gaps in the pattern, they will show more of the glitter. And remember, a good hack is to take a sheet of silver glitter if you have it at home and overlay your flecks. That will give you the most accurate, and lay it so that the shiny side is touching the glitter. That's going to give you the most accurate comparison to what it will look like in the finished product. So hopefully that clears up everything about glitter. I hope you love it as much as I will tell you, we sold more glitter acrylic core on the road at Smokefest than we had up until Smokefest. And it's because it's one of those things that until you see it in person, you don't really get it. You don't understand just how pretty it is. It's very hard to photograph. Even in the video, it's very hard to video, but in person, it is so beautiful. Trust me on this, and it is worth that premium price, especially if you are making smaller things like earrings where you're gonna be getting a lot out of a sheet and you can charge more for this. And remember, make sure that you utilize movement in your booth to draw people over to that glitter because it is so pretty. So thank you all so much. Please show me what you've made with the glitter because I love it. So thank you for watching, and I hope you love the glitter as much as we do.